Are you tired of constantly trying to get a woman's attention and never seeing results? Do you want to know the secret to catching a woman's eye and making her want you more? Ignoring women might be the answer you've been looking for. Contrary to popular belief, studies have shown that men who ignore women are more likely to be noticed by them than those who pursue them relentlessly. But be warned, this tactic can backfire if not done correctly. Women still crave the attention and affection of their partners, and ignoring them can push them away. So, how can you effectively ignore a woman and still make her interested in you? Watch this video all the way through to find out if you really want to use this information to your advantage. Number 8. To add a sense of mystery. Ignoring a woman may seem counterintuitive, but it can actually be an effective way to pique her interest and create a sense of mystery. When a man ignores a woman on purpose, he's playing on her natural desire to be wanted and appreciated. This can trigger her chase instinct and make her more interested in pursuing him. According to studies, women are drawn to men who are not easily won over and who don't always show their hand. By ignoring a woman, a man can show that he is not easily swayed and that he's not looking for a long-term relationship. This tactic can also be used to spice up a relationship that has become stale. By adding a layer of intrigue and mystery, a man can reignite a woman's interest and make their relationship more exciting. However, it's important to strike a balance and not ignore a woman for too long, or she may lose interest and move on. Ignoring a woman can be a powerful tool in attracting her attention, but it must be used wisely. Number 7. It indicates that you have other priorities and interests. Women are naturally attracted to men who have an inclination towards having their own life and priorities outside of them. By ignoring women, high-value men indicate that they are engaged with other aspects of their lives that fulfill them and take up their time and attention. This implies a sense of independence and self-sufficiency, which is attractive to women on an instinctive level. It shows that a man is capable of taking care of himself as well as his woman if they decide to be together. High-value men also demonstrate a certain emotional strength by being selective about who they choose to pay attention to. This helps create a connection based on respect and admiration for each other. Ignoring a woman can be seen as a sign of maturity, confidence, and self-assurance, all traits that make high-value men even more desirable. Number 6. It shows that you are confident and self-assured. Confidence and self-assurance are two of the most attractive traits that a man can have. High-valued men who ignore women demonstrate that they are well aware of their worth and not willing to settle for less than what they deserve. This also implies that a man is in control of his own emotions and is able to maintain a strong level of emotional intelligence that helps him make wise decisions when interacting with women. Ignoring a woman shows her that the man is confident enough to wait until she understands him before engaging further. It's a sign of deep respect and understanding, which makes high-value men even more attractive. Additionally, by showing that he has limitations and can remain disciplined in spite of them, high-value men can create an aura of mystery that drives women wild and makes them want to be around him even more. Number 5. She will value your time. Ignoring women can communicate to them that your time is very valuable, that you have many other commitments outside of them. This shows a level of respect and understanding towards yourself, which is attractive on an emotional level. Women are naturally more likely to value someone who values themselves first. For example, if a woman calls you when you're already busy with something else, politely mention that you'll not be able to talk to her for now, but will call her back at another time instead of immediately dropping everything for her attention. Psychologically, this will demonstrate your independence and self-sufficiency, traits that make high-value men even more desirable, as well as showing her that you are confident enough to wait until she understands how precious your time is before engaging further in the relationship. Number 4. It shows you're independent. If a woman senses that you are not hung up on her or trying too hard to win her over, she'll naturally be more interested in pursuing you. From a psychological standpoint, ignoring someone creates an element of suspense that can be incredibly attractive. This tactic plays upon our natural curiosity. If we don't get the desired reaction from someone, our brains instinctively tell us that there must be something more to this behavior than meets the eye. In other words, when we feel ignored by someone we are attracted to, we become even more invested in finding out why they are behaving this way. For example, let's say you're talking to a woman at a bar and she's giving you mixed signals. Rather than responding to her advances immediately, take some time away from her and see how she reacts. If she begins seeking out your attention or engaging in conversation again, then this could mean that your absence sparked something inside of her, a fire of curiosity and interest that wasn't there before. Ignoring her could have demonstrated your independence and self-assurance, which will make her feel as though she too has something valuable and interesting to offer in return. Number 3, it triggers her chase instinct. Ignoring a woman can be an effective tool in making her become attracted to you due to the ability to trigger her chase instinct. Humans are wired with primal instincts that stem all the way back to their ancestors' caveman days. One of those instincts is the pursuit and capture game. It was necessary for survival and reproduction back then, and it remains embedded in our subconscious even today. For example, if somebody offers us something that we didn't know existed before, we will likely stay attached until we have this thing fully incorporated in our lives. The same principle applies when trying to attract a woman. By taking a step back and igniting her chase instinct, she will be encouraged to close the gap between you two and get closer to you. To illustrate how this works in practice, if someone is constantly messaging you on social media or texting you throughout the day, you may feel somewhat suffocated and eventually bored. This psychological principle is called intermittent reinforcement. It keeps us interested in something because there is no clear pattern of availability, and it works particularly well with women who tend to value unpredictability more than stability when forming emotional attachments. Number 3, it shows you're not desperate for attention or approval. Women want men who are confident and secure enough in themselves to not need validation from someone else. If a man ignores a woman, it sends the message that he is not overly eager to seek her approval and that he's comfortable with himself. And women find that incredibly attractive. Here are some examples of how to go about ignoring women effectively and tastefully. Don't linger after conversation. If you're talking with a woman and the conversation begins to die out, perhaps it was just small talk or more serious discussion, simply nod in understanding, say goodbye politely, and then walk away without lingering around in hopes of getting another chance with her. The point of this is not to be rude, but simply to show her that you don't need her attention or approval as much as other guys may, which she will likely find attractive. Don't over-text. Texting is one of the most common ways people flirt these days, but too much texting can be seen as desperate and clingy, especially when you don't know someone well yet. So if you're interested in a woman but haven't really talked much yet, just send her one text every now and then instead of bombarding her with messages all day long asking her how she's doing or what she's up to. This subtle hint of ignoring will likely pique her interest more than constant contact would. Don't chase after physical contact. It's okay to touch a person's arm for emphasis during conversations, or hold hands if things progress romantically. However, don't keep trying for hugs or kisses if she clearly isn't into it yet. Give her space and let her come closer when she's ready. This will demonstrate your self-control and respect for boundaries. Both major turn-ons. Number 1, it adds excitement and tension to the relationship. By withholding attention and affection, you can create a situation of suspense as she wonders what you're thinking and feeling towards her. This lack of certainty causes her to question your feelings, leading to more engaged relationships. According to psychology, this type of behavior is known as intermittent reinforcement, which has been shown to have a powerful impact on relationships. Intermittent reinforcement occurs when a person receives varying levels of rewards for certain behaviors over time. This means that if you are unpredictable in your attentiveness and interactions with a woman you're interested in, she will become more intrigued by your behavior and therefore stay interested in the relationship longer. For example, if you spend time with her one day and ignore her the next, or if you give her compliments now but withhold them later, it will cause her curiosity to heighten each time, wondering, what sort of behavior shall we receive from you that day? As humans crave validation and attention, this form of unpredictable reinforcement often results in the urge within women to get closer and build an emotional connection with you in order to attract your attention more reliably. Now, you need to watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. It will show you how to make any woman instantly respect you in 10 steps. Make sure you watch it now. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.